Okay guys, so let's get the party started. As always, this video is not financial advice, and if you are new, consider subscribing. So let's talk about Kaspa, guys. Big shout out to Micro on X who posted this. And guys, I'm not going to read the whole thing in here. I'm going to just read a little bit, and I'm going to leave this in the description so you can actually go through the whole text, because I believe that's quite important. So pay attention, guys. All right. So in this endless accumulation range that we are all waiting to finally break out to the upside, actually a huge textbook Wyckoff distribution, which means that, you know, the top already was in, and the only thing that we can expect now is just the fall of Kaspa. Well, I don't believe that this is going to happen, neither this person that posted this. So yes, that looks scary. However, you have to remember that chat patterns can morph very quickly, and there is absolutely no confirmation for this distribution yet. And also we've got fundamental reasons, right? So the first fundamental reason, T1 listings, and this is probably one of the biggest reasons for price appreciation. And Kaspa is still the only coin in the top rankings that still isn't listed on any tier 1 exchanges, and this comes with a shortage of liquidity, volume, and overall big players that can move the price into new heights. That's why, guys, every single time we are looking at liquidity heat map, we don't see, you know, such movements like with BTC basically, but we are going to get into liquidity later, right? Kaspa is basically always trading sideways because we've got liquidity, you know, basically always on the top and on the bottom. Also 10 bps. So the scenario hard fork has already been announced, and it's going to happen in early 2025. The major catalyst could line up perfectly with bullish market condition and lead to major price appreciation. And on the top of that, we've got Kaspa Industrial Initiative. So looking at the summary, this person can't really imagine that the top is already in. Even to the chart can be interpreted as distribution pattern right now, especially with BTC still ranging and breakout can't be expected. Additionally, Kaspa still has outperformed BTC throughout this range, so he really can't see how this would stop when the market actually picks up. And if BTC breaks out and Kaspa continues not to pick up any speed, then it's time to reevaluate. But for now, he remains very bullish for multiple reasons. So guys, again, I'm going to leave this in the description of this video so you can actually go through the whole text, because there is a lot of it. Okay, so now guys, also another thing is that, you know, retail isn't here. And yes, I know that we are obviously retail, but we are retail kind of insiders, right? We are interested in crypto when nobody is interested, which is obviously great for us. So first of all, guys, this is the search on YouTube in the last 5 years. I don't know why is it actually popping out in my language, but never mind. Okay, I hope that you get the point. So, you know, this is the last pump in terms of interest, and that was basically around March this year, when basically the whole move almost finished for crypto, and it actually started in Q4 last year, right? So you see how retail actually is, you know, very late to the party, right? So they are basically are getting interested, etc. Just like right now, I'm obviously the person that's making these videos. Hello. And you are crypto enthusiasts and investors that are actually interested into investing right now, right? But we haven't seen such peaks just like in here. And also, guys, if I'm going to go to just a normal search on Google, this is where we are at in comparison. Okay, so we are at the bottom basically. Okay, so the previous searches, right? Because people obviously are looking at these crypto videos on YouTube, and also they are looking for exchanges, right, to purchase. So I do believe that this is the best chart to actually determine, you know, the search for exchanges. So this is where we are at the moment. Okay, and guys, I believe that we are very early, and I know that this thing is so annoying, but now let's have a look at the price of Kaspa, and let's kind of reevaluate of what we can expect in the next 24 hours. So first of all, guys, on a daily time frame, stochastic RSI basically created, you know, such wave. Cool, and now properly bottomed, which can potentially spike up move on a daily for Kaspa, because this candle is obviously green. However, MACD is basically showing us bearish momentum. However, looking at liquidity for Kaspa, this is where we are at the moment. Okay, there is still a significant amount of liquidity at around 14 cents for Kaspa, to being exact, actually 14 cents, and these levels too. Okay, so looking also at BTC, we've got lots of liquidity below $60,000. So this is probably the reason why Bitcoin is dumping, right? Price is going towards liquidity, and that's pulling the whole market with it. And of course, Kaspa is not exception to it, I believe. So guys, I still support the thesis from yesterday. This is still a level to watch in here, but obviously this is for people that are basically looking for some kind of entries for longs. So scenario number one could be that we are going to see, you know, dump to, let's say, these levels, and the first one, as I was mentioning before, is 14 cents, and the second one is 13 cents 5, and then perhaps building up momentum and finally breaking, you know, this whole downtrend for Kaspa. I know this is hell of a boring thing to watch, but obviously looking at a couple of different charts is going to hopefully help us to determine of where we are actually at. So now guys, referring to this, let's actually have a look at the chart that I believe is very important to look at, you know, when we are looking at Kaspa and whatever that's outside of top 10. Let me actually pull it out. So there you go, guys. This is total crypto market cap that is excluding top 10 on a daily time frame. Let me actually go to the weekly and zoom it out a little bit. So as you guys see, right, basically altcoins pump properly and then almost reached this level of 0.382 Fibonacci extension and got rejected from it, and this is where we are at the moment. Okay, we are below 0.236. So I believe, guys, this is nothing in comparison of what is to come, because as you can see, the potential is huge. Okay, at the moment altcoins are sitting at 204.6 billion USD, and let's say we could see around, well, a little bit below 1 trillion. Who knows, that could be the top potentially. Not mentioning about this uptrend that is going on in here. I'm not going to tell you that we are going to see, you know, 2 trillion or whatever, but basically altcoins haven't even, you know, reached its previous all-time highs. So we still have a lot of time if it comes to alt season, and I do believe that, you know, this is the time to basically accumulate Kaspa, especially with such downward movements. Okay, buying that fear and selling the greed basically. So coming back to Bitcoin's liquidity, guys, we do have liquidity below 60k for BTC. So guys, I wouldn't be surprised if the price of BTC is going towards these levels to flush this liquidity in here, because on a 48-hourly heat map, this is what's brewing. Okay, so it could be very quick, shaky, grabbing liquidity and then going above and flashing these shorts. Lots of shorts are going to be flashed if BTC is going to see 63k level. So guys, this is just a short-term volatility, and every dip I believe is meant for buying for Kaspa, because if you are going to look at this from the standpoint of zoomed out picture, we can clearly see that, you know, let's say we got all-time highs in here as of November 2023, then Kaspa dipped what, 40% almost, right? Then the second one we had 44, well, we got 46% almost, okay, of a dip. Then this recent all-time high, then we had 30%, right? So now let's move into ETFs, because we've got another day of negativity if it comes to ETFs for BTC, but again, this is just a short term. Obviously, after so many positive days, you know, this is normal, I believe. And now guys, Trader Turing Rate is pointing out that on Bitcoin daily chart, BTC has just touched the descending trend line as the retest. Stochastic indicator also reached the oversold zone, and BTC could find the local bottom within few days, and then bull rally will resume. So guys, first of all, the bullish thing is obviously that BTC smashed through this downtrend, through this resistance. However, that was very impulsive pump, and the retest, you know, from the standpoint of TA was needed, right? So this is what BTC is doing at the moment, as you guys can see. This is nothing to being worried about in my opinion. This is just a retest of this level as a support, and also stochastic RSI is bottoming out. So I do believe that BTC is preparing for the next leg up, and that also is going to coincide with what I've just said right now, guys. Okay, is it that easy? Heck, let's see. Guys, this is not financial advice. This is just me, random dude on the computer, gathering information for you. So if you like these type of updates, make sure that you subscribe. And now let's have a look at El Crypto Prof's chart, and this is 2 weekly. Okay, so guys, make sure that you hold your horses. Obviously that is going to take a while. Mr. Prof is asking, did you know that October has been the starting month of the parabolic curve, blow of BTC top in every cycle? Meanwhile, the crypto fear and greed index is fear. Well, that's great, guys. Again, buying the fear, not financial advice, but this is something that, you know, Warren Buffett is always preaching, and this guy is probably much more qualified to give you that financial advice, right? Buy the fear, sell the greed. So let's have a look, guys, because Prof is basically pointing out October in every single year, right? So we've got October 2010, October 2012, and we had pumps every single time in October. Okay, obviously that Q4, and October 2024. Do you guys believe that it's going to be different? Heck, let's see. Also, we've got Titan that is pointing out that September started in red and everyone was calling for the 40,000, yet it closed with a green monthly candle with the 38.2 Fibonacci level holding strong. Now October just started and it's all gloom and doom again, just like in September, right? Guys, let's see, because you know BTC's price is basically holding this level of 38.2 Fibonacci zone. Okay, so everything is looking okay from the standpoint of macro TA on a monthly. And also Marty Party pointed out that Bitcoin Wyckoff holding price is being defended at $60,000 by Binance buy wall posted earlier, and we are also on the 200-day moving average blue EMA. So okay, Bitcoin obviously reclaimed this. This is old news. However, I would like to point out of what is going on with liquidity. Okay, so this liquidity is obviously zoomed out picture. I do believe that this is probably 30-day liquidity, so we do have a lot of liquidity for BTC above 70,000, right? And also, if you guys are going to look at this, okay, I hope that this is kind of, you know, making sense, but that's basically Wyckoff reaccumulation at this point, however you want to call it, right? So basically whales are accumulating and shaking you out because this market is manipulated by people that probably have much more money than you do. And also halving years in October, and this is how halving years look like in October. So guys, we've got 2016 October parabolic run, 2020 and 2024. Let's see, guys. All right, that's it what I've got for you today, and as always, peace and love crypto.